And we are supposed to be live. Hi everyone, welcome back to this live stream. So what I'm going to be doing today, simply the fact that it has been a while since my last time with Angular, so it has been like some months now, let's admit that I did not touch anything Angular, and I feel like I have to update myself. So I decided tonight to create like a basic simple application, like doing or showing some weather app, nothing really fancy. And I started by the bare bones things. So let me just reorganize these things, and I'll be using an API from openweathermap.org. Yeah, so you have to create your account, and it's pretty simple things to do. And the next thing, I'm trying to remind myself how to set up routing and all that kind of stuff. Okay? So let's see now if I still remember. So right here, I created a route. Can I reduce the size of this? Okay, that's better. Hey guys, if this looks small, please tell me in the chat box of this video. Okay, cool. So let's see if this will work now. So let me also bring the terminal here. What is that? The terminal. So I'm running a terminal on my other display, so I'll try to place it somewhere here. Okay. That looks okay right there. I'll try to reduce the size and hope that won't bother anybody. Pretty cool. Now let's go ahead. Let me hide this now. We don't need that. Oh, okay, cool. Now let's see if I can run this slash search, and I think I have to yeah, so I have to add an app routing. So guys, please again, this is not don't expect some really fancy advanced stuff, because I said it has been a while since I worked on Angular, and I'm kind of forget things, so please accept my apologize for any ridiculous stuff that I may be doing. So here I will add the router outlet. Okay, now let's see if that will display city. Works pretty cool, meaning that my routing is working correctly. Now let's see how can I create a service. So the service will be actually responsible on communicating with this API that I still don't know how to communicate with it, because I only generated this URL or this key. Okay, let me make this slightly more small. Oops, where it's gone. Cool. Okay, so to create this service, I do remember that we have to run the ng Angular CLI, so it's installed in my machine, and now we have to, let's go ahead first and cd2 src and cd app, I guess. Yep, cool. So I still remember. And let's see what I have here. So I would like to create an mkdir services here to keep things a bit more organized. So if you kind of confused what operating system here, I'm using Windows, and all these things, the node stuff, is being executed under the WSL. So that's a brief intro to it. Okay, so mkdir, and we have to ng, I think this is a small, so ng generate service, and let's call this weather. Okay, so it will generate the files for me. Pretty cool. Now if I go to services, I have nothing there, but where is the service? I don't see any service. There you go. So we have to just drag them, no problem. And we have to, I think we have to update the app modules if there is any services called here. There is no services. And let's go back to city. So in this city, this page, actually it will be containing an input form. So here I do remember that we have two type of forms that I forgot the names. but let's go ahead and create a simple input and try to get it, or to get the data from it. So I go create an input that will be of type text, and how can I bind this to my controller? Let me close the other ones. Okay, so here I create a method, get input value, and it will be a method. So should I do a function here? Oh no, actually I will do get city name, and it will store that into a string type. So here I will do city name of type string. I spend a lot of time on Java stuff, so I kind of find this confusing. Great. So we have this name, and we'll be doing this. So when I do change, I will have an event here, or element, or something like that. So first of all, go ahead and console log that event, that we can see what's inside. So on change, or change. Okay, this is bad. I think I will have to install some helpers from the store. So I will do Angular 9 snippet, John Papa. Okay, he's welcome. Okay, cool. Now let's see if no, there's no change. Come on, John Papa, help us on change. I think it was changed like that, and it will be executing a method, and our method will be get city. Okay, shit, we are alone. Let's Google this a bit. Angular input change event. Yep. So there is plenty of ways to do this. ng change, this is Angular 1. I believe there is plenty of ways to do this. So we have this, the banana in the box, and we have a change equal to something. So I'm right here, except this is this IDE is not doing a good job with me, but no problem. So here it won't take any parameter, so we run into an error, which is the error. I'm not sure. Let's do $event. Is that okay for you, Mr. Compiler? It's green. Cool. Let's launch the terminal and see what kind of input we'll be having when I do type boom boom boom. And we have an event that's containing an object, element event, of type what? So it's of type event, simple as that. And we are interested on target and value, I believe. So pretty cool. So here I will do city name, or this dot city name equals to event dot target dot value, right? Cool, pretty nice. And let's see if I can let's remind of the way binding, parameter binding, variable binding, whatever it's called, I forget. Property binding, yeah. I still have some memory. It will crash normally. No, that's not, because it's set it to null. So let's say Paris, when changing, boom. Pretty cool, that worked well, meaning we are on the right path. Now let's see if I can implement my service. So let's get rid of this. So if I do remember, we must use the dependency injection here to inject our service to this component and make sure, oh, this is not the right time, having a call from my wife. Oh, I'm sorry, lady. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry. I'm really sorry. Okay, we missed the call. Hopefully I won't be in trouble later. All right. Okay. Let me sure that nothing was broken. Okay, the sound is fine. Oh, this won't let me work. Okay, let's set it to. I have to answer her, else I'll be in trouble. Okay. Okay, hopefully I fixed this out. So where were we? We said that we'll be injecting the service here. So I'll be doing. Okay, let me try to remember how to inject. So you have to do, I think, private API service, and we have to define the type. That will be whether. Oh no, I think it must be like this. Private of type whether. Okay, come on, let me import this first. So we'll be importing whether service, whether service from /dot/ services. Okay, I'm having trouble with this IDE. Where am I? So I'm here, and I have to move one step back, and services and /weather service. Okay, forget the semicolon here, and weather of type. Come on. Okay, you have to use Mr. Google Angular dependencies injection. Okay, so I'm looking for a constructor. Where is so make sure it's injectable, right? Cool. So it's injectable all the root level here, and we are looking for certain private. Okay, this is it. So we have to do private variable of type API web weather service. Okay, finally we managed to find that out. Hi, Mr. Yassin, where are you from? Which version of Angular you use? I'm from Tunisia. I live in Paris, and this is the latest version, so it must be the latest version. So it's the 9 version here. Okay, nice to meet you anyway. Okay, so we have the service injected here, meaning that we can start using it, except that it does nothing here. So let's go ahead and added some stupid things like get API get weather by city, and it will be like to be taking of type string. It will take city name of type string. Okay. Wow, it's really different when you jump from programming language to another, when you switch from Java to Angular, React, to any. That's the declaration do change, and you find yourself really lost. Okay, Mr. Yassin, what did he say here? Okay, nice to meet you anyway. Okay, so let's simply return here. I'm going to have to define return type. I think it's right here, so you can do observable of type string. Let's go for string for now. So I'll be returning a string. Nice to meet you. I'm from Morocco. Okay, nice man. It's a pleasure. Okay. So here he said that percentage of any set wherever a function was declared void, nor any must return a value. So just wait for me. I finish. I will return the CT name, and that should fix the problem. Except it's not. This string is missing the following property: observable is color, left or more. Yeah, he's right, because here we declare that we'll be returning an observable, meaning that we have to return an observable. This is a string, not an observable. So I'll go ahead and create a new observable. How to create a new observable? Man, I forget. So quickly go Angular, return, create observable. Yep. So step 1, step 2. I hate this. Let's go to the official documentation. So navigator, do the observer.next, return. This is the subscriber. Create an observable that will start listening to geolocalization update. So this is a new observable. Let's let observer equal to new observable. Does it take an example? Let me jump into its declaration. So its constructor take subscribe of type generic, and this. So this is kind of method. Wow, that's confusing. Okay. Yep. So here it must be observe. That will be a method. That I'm not sure I'm on the right path here. So let's get return observer. Observer. Yep, this is it. This should fix the problem, except not. So why not to this is not a good example. I found myself lost here. Off const next whatever, and I have to do the next normally. Shit, no. My observer of type you get HTTP get yes, man. Actually I'm still trying to create an observer before that I get into the HTTP module. So here I'm just trying to remember how to create a freaking observer because I forget. So thank you anyway. I'll be back to that in a minute. Okay, const observer, const. I'm not using this. New observable. Oh, dude. Understanding, creating. New observer. So observer, next. Subscribe. This is the subscribe. New observable. I'll take an observer. And here, let's observe. Observer dot next. Be forwarding. Okay. Is that it? Forget something here. Not observer shit. There you go. And I think I can now do this, except no. Except what we have, subscribe. Observer. Does it return an observable? Whoa. Oh, this is frustrating. Let's go return observable. Return observable. So subscribe, now creating an observable function. Observer, so observer.next. Return. Multitasking. Creating new observable of type Ah, shit. Okay. So we have new observable. Let's accept subscriber. Next. Let me do this. Get rid of all this crap. And can I return this observable? Does that satisfy this return statement of type? Let's change this to generic type. Yep, except this is not working. So it cannot find the T. Okay, it will simply return an observable, a representation of any set of value. Whoa, generic observable requires type parameter. Let's try just some generic stuff. No, that's not working. This is not Java. It will return an integer. Okay, set it to any. Okay, any saved my ass. Okay, let me say const. We create a new observable. There's also object behavior, and wow, there's a lot of things that I have to learn. Please, can you zoom? Can I see the code clearly? Too small. Okay, dude, no problem. Okay, hopefully that's okay. Okay, so to create an observable, we have to use a new observable to create an instance and to pass a subscriber that will be able to forward the next with the value that we are admitting. Okay, so we have also this set timeout. This is a fancy example, and I will stick to this, and here I will be returning the city name. Okay, now let's go ahead and consume this get weather. So if I move back to my city weather, where I did hit this one, I will do the following. So since I have an instance of API service, I will do API service dot get weather, and I'll be passing the city name, and we'll do dot subscribe, the famous subscribe. I still remember that. So this will be our response, or it's not response, it's return to type. It will resolve and reject. Yep. And each one must be like wrapped into an arrow function. And here I'll go ahead and console log the resolve, and let's see if my things went well. Okay, let's go back to our example. All is green here. Cool. So let's say I will pick Tunisia. And if I move back, there you go. So I'm getting the answer from line 20, which is this one. That is a response of my service that is returning an observable. Okay. So the observable. Now let's move to another thing. So now I'm communicating with my service, and what's next? I'm connecting to, let's see if this API, how can I set up this? So I have the key, or I have the key, but I don't know what endpoint shall I connect to. So let me go to API and API doc. So I'm getting current weather, and this is it. I think that, oh, there is no key here, but let's see if that is fulfilling my need. So give it a second. So message, and it's missing the what? It's missing the API key. So how can I include this API key and ID? API call. There you go. So this is the syntax. Okay, so I'll be back to my environment. Environment folder where I did define the key, and I'll be defining also the endpoint. So this may be not really good practice, but yeah, so I'm just trying to refresh my memory. Okay, so here we'll be setting end point, and let's define that there. So we have API wherever with 2.5 weather and ID the city name, and we have an app. Okay, here I'd like to see if I can pass some dynamic stuff here, like API ID. So here I can use production. Can I do that? Not sure. No, I think I cannot do this here because we are on, I don't know. So let's see if I can do environment dot, no. Well. Okay. Let's see if I can parse JavaScript. Print string. Can I do this in JavaScript? This is a string. With that chevrons. Let's see if this could be accepted here. Oh no, how to write that? It's using the 7 number, and except it's not working. So let's see if I can do this. Production. What about simply product? No, cannot find a production. Can I do this dot production? Oh, it seems to be working. Except I'm not sure, so I'll be moving back to my city and try to observe app component. Can I get endpoint here? Okay, so that went green, and it does crash because simply he cannot access. Set the variable on service. Yes, you're right, but I'm trying to find something different because I would like to consume directly the string from here, and simply like we do in Java or in PHP, the sprintf, and you define the variables dynamically. But you're right, we can do that anyway. So here I have no idea why this won't work, but let's see if I can define the ID city name. Oh, this is awkward. I think you're right. I'll stop here and I'll be concatenating the string endpoint and endpoint. That's the endpoint. Let's stop there and we'll be concatenating the rest and the service. Okay, where is it? Now I'll be using oops, what happened here? I'll be using the HTTP module. So here, first of all, let's let the URL, let URL equal. What about defining it in the constructor? So I will do of type string, so to be URL. Shall I really need to do that? No need. Okay, let's leave this for later. And here I'll be creating the build, actually not create, build the endpoint. Okay, so let's get this back. Let me put this in a comment that I can see. And here, let URL of final URL equals to environment dot, and I loaded the wrong environment, environment from the prod, yes, no, from the other one, which is this one, and dot production, not dot, what the it's environment, not from there, except this dot endpoint. So here we'll be having that URL, right, API, whatever, and I'll be concatenating this ID equal to plus, is that plus? Yeah, ID, and ID equal to the environment dot API key and plus the city name or app ID. Shit, this app ID, not yeah, and ID will be the city name. Okay, so here an ID, and this one must be an and ID equal to the city name. Okay, that's look fine. Now let's put this in a command because that took me time and I cannot remove it easily. And let's go back to this. So here we have to inject again the private HTTP of type HTTP. Oh, they changed it. Shit. HTTP server. Okay, let's jump quickly to here and search for HTTP. HTTP module. No, deprecated API. Oh, they changed a lot of things here. HTTP client. So it become what? It's still HTTP client. Oh no. Okay. String HTTP params. How can I load this? Where it's located anyway? So it's from the common, Angular common. Let's start to import this quickly if that will help this screwed HTTP class from at Angular, not that one, Angular slash common. Is that the path? Common slash HTTP. 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 That work. Okay, so let's see if I can define to be HTTP, and let's see now if I can really do things with this HTTP dot. Okay, we can get and will be final URL here, and I think it will return an observable. Let me quickly jump into it. So it take the URL and take an array of options, and finally does return an observable of object. Okay, that's pretty fair. So no, I won't subscribe to that, but here I will do simply return. I will get rid of this one. Can I delete it, please? There you go. So now if I do subscribe, make sure that all is green. Cool. Now let's go back to this. Where? We have to go back to not app component, but city weather component. And normally here we are expecting to have data about the city that we typed. Whoosh. Can go back here. And okay, null pointer rejection. Okay, error in cart in promise, wherever. I think in cart in promise null injector error. No provider. Yep. So this is pretty famous error. I won't forget it because out of function. Actually, I defined it here inside where it was, because I'm thinking on having more methods, so it won't be really practical if I do set it to be here. Okay, because it's really attached to this little scope, which is getting weather from specific city, because later I'm planning to add a like get I don't know, weather by country or something like that. So the final URL I really needed to be placed there, so this is why I set it right there. But thank you also for sticking around. It's really a pleasure. Okay, where I was, get the city name, and let's see. Oof, we crashed it again. So we have to load that the module controller. What am I saying? The HTTP client module. We have to go to app module, and here I have to import the HTTP client here, and that should solve the problem, except not. There is common HTTP which declare has been processed correctly by or incompatible IV library is available. An update also consider checking. I think they updated this. Let's see if there is any JSON HTTP client module. Yep, sorry. Let's remove this. We don't need it. And please work. What's going on? Angular. Ah, yeah, we have to go to that search. Okay, let's try Marrakesh. Is that written this way? So I've been in Casablanca, so let's say Casablanca. Is that okay? Let's see. Okay, we run not found. Let's open this. Open in a new URL. Ah, there you go. So we have also another problem with the context. We need to add that HTTPS stuff. Change with in URL var. I did not understand that, mate. So here we have to go back to our environment from the prod and set this to HTTPS. HTTPS dot not, and let's see if that will solve the problem. Morocco. And what happened? Do we have anything in the network? So we have something that is still pending. Morocco is not a city ID. Let's try Tunis. So Tunis also is not known. Okay, I think he expecting to have an ID, not a string here. So Paris is also is not defined. So I'm calling the wrong endpoint here. And how can I? Okay, we have to change that to Q. So let's move back to our service, and here no, this is not the service. Focus, breathe. We have to change this to Q. Okay, that should be okay. Now if I do Tunis now, that should work, and I'm having 200 here, and kaboom, we have a lot of things that, let's see what we have here. Weather city. Let me create a result of type any to avoid any problem. So it will be object actually, but anyway, result, and no result, it will be an observable of type, it will be type any. Okay, that's better, and I'll be using the pipe async or async if I do still remember. So we won't be sorry, we won't be subscribed here, but we'll be letting that to the template. And let's go to here, and let's boom added an HR, and here I will do async or sync. Let's see if that's correct. Compile it, no problem. Cool. Let's do this. Tunis. Boom. Come on. Well, nothing is shown here. Network. WebSocket. That didn't work. Result. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. This must be stored to this. Okay. Now let's see if that will work tennis, and it's an object. Why he did not sync it? Okay, we have code. It's an object. It's an object. So what's inside this object? I never tried this API. So we have the weather, we have the codes, the main. What is the main? Temp, pressure. Okay, wind, cloud, sys. What is the sys? Sunrise. It's in millisecond. Wow. Nice. Okay, let's focus on this section, which is the weather. So they said that the weather for now is, what is it? Is a thunderstorm with light rain, and icon 11. Well, I don't know what is that. Okay, so the important things now that we are connected to this API, we are receiving responses from it, and it seems like we're good. Now, let's attack another topic. Okay, now I would like to give it a look to the forms, because I remember there is a reactive form and there is the native classic form that I forget about it. So let's do form, and what we have inside forms. So classic implementation. Oh, this will be a long topic. Okay. Shall I attack forms? Angular form. Let's get Angular forms. Okay, template-driven forms and reactive form. Template-driven form are mainstay business on location. New Angular form. You can create project, name it wherever. We have a constructor of a certain class. New hero. Create a form component. What is that? Power. On submit. Where is the bloody form? Use pipe. Oh, okay, let's try that. JSON. Morocco. Okay. Thumb up for you, Yassine. Thank you. Thumb up for you, man. Okay. Forms. What is that? Not this one. Where is the forms here? Initial form. Okay, I think I won't get into this because I have to read some stuff before that. I spent 3 hours on trying to code the correct form. But anyway, what else about Angular that we can talk about here? We showed the routing. I explored the observable connected to a certain API. What else? Okay. Let's say in this list what you have. Setup concept, template driven forms, observable ng modules, HTTP client. Oh, I would like to try the lazy loading. Yeah, so how to do lazy loading? I'll go ahead and create a new component, a new module actually. So cd src app, and here I will go ahead and mcater lazy loaded, and inside this lazy loaded, okay, mcater and cd lazy loaded, and inside it I will ng generate module lazy loaded. Okay. And let's see how to lazy load. So inside this folder I'm creating a new component. So ng generate, why it's rashy, ng generate component, and let's call this custom or test or whatever. Custom, just custom, simple as that. And this custom component will try to load it through the lazy loading. Okay, I really don't know how to do that. Okay, so I do remember that first of all we have to load that lazy loaded in the app module. So here where we have the modules, we have to do lazy loaded module. Pretty cool. So by loading it will be all the component that will be attached to, the component that will be attached to this module. So in the declaration, it must be in the exports, if I do remember, any component declaration. And what I have in exports, okay, let's see. So same module exports, no declaration. They said the following example log common module ng4 directive whatever array type such ng module was exported. Oh, template can be exported. Yeah, so we need to do declaration. It's already there. Whoa. So declaration here, I'll be importing the custom component. Yep. So normally the custom component will be available, except I'm running into this problem. So we have to, oh, something is wrong. Why it's there? Where this custom? So lazy loaded. So saying that import custom component is declared here. What this mean? The class component is listed in the declaration of the ng module, app module. There you go. So it's kind of duplication. It's imported twice, but still sluggish. They said that it's missing at ng module annotation lazy loaded. Really? It's there. Okay, I think I will cut this out and restart it again. And yeah, we have a new viewer. Welcome. Say hello. Shy self. Don't be shy. He's gone so quickly. Okay, that's green. That's green. Now let's go ahead and see if the lazy loaded custom module, custom component could be injected in the app HTML. Can I do this? App. Okay, we have to a custom HTML. Oh no, there's one, but yeah, I would like to pick its selector. So moving back to app.html, and let's paste that thing there. So looking down, it seems like all went well. I'm good at this. City, no, not city work. I'm expecting to have app custom. Simply this. No, it's not working. Or probably it's not returning anything. Oh, I'm having a bloody error on my terminal here. It said that the app, if custom in Angular, then verified it's part of ng module is web component schema. How can I load this bloody component? Let's try to load it. wait. It should work. Lazy loaded. Import, exports. It must be working. Custom component. I see nothing. City works, weather. City weather work. No, it's not working. Well, it's work, except why it's what do you mean by that? So it was cache? That was cache. Okay, very well, fair enough. So that worked. Now I'm lazy loading component. Now I would like to see how look at forms at reactive form to create form easy. Lazy loading when using routing. Okay. How can I set a path to, for example, /custom here? So let's move back to app routing, and here I will do this. So I go ahead and create set it on routing file. Okay. Okay, let's go for path now. Let's see custom here and component. The component now, I think we must call it with its full module path. Then that what is the hash, right? I think it's the hash, the name of the module or name of the component, but I don't know. I still, to be honest, I forget the syntax. So I will do, if I do custom component, it won't work. Okay, so quickly, lazy loading, routing in Angular for sure, whatever, 7 or 8. So all seem to be the same. Come on, sweetheart. Import loaded children then. Whoa, what is that? Is this 9? Oh, it's a version 9. What is this? They changed it the way they import, but it seems fair. Then module, module. Oh, this look funny. Let's try this out. I never see this before. Oh guys, thanks you for making our life harder. So import, and we'll go ahead and import the custom, the lazy loaded. Lazy, can you pick? Oh, he's stupid, he won't pick anything. So let's see, I'm here. So we have to do dot lazy and slash lazy loaded slash the module, and when I do import it does return an observable. Wow. Dot then, oh, this is a promise. It does return a promise. So this will be module, and it will be m dot I'm not sure, lazy loaded module. Is this the way to do it? Okay, no, I think here he's loading the routing from that specific module. Custom module. Import and route configuration. Loaded children. It's for child. How it's defined for the app module, app routing. Oof, shit, I wasted a lot of time and a lot of knowledge. Wow, this is depressing me. Can I load it from... loaded children. So that's the path. Ah, okay. I think I start to remember how things, but this is actually is not sure, but I think it's an old article that fit with Angular before the version 9. Not sure, but I will try that anyway. So do load children. And what's the error here? Load children with which is declared here on type route. So expecting to have a route, except I don't have a route there. So let's go ahead and create a route in our custom lazy module. Can I create a routing with a terminal? I forget it. Lazy loaded, and I'll pick a copy from here quickly. Okay, custom routing, custom. So the slash would be using the custom. Okay, my memory started to get back actually. Custom component, and we don't need to define this for now. So routers, we have to import the routers that is coming from Angular/router, and I think we have to also export these routers, but where? So routes are provided in the imports, which is router module, and it will be 4 childs. So here, let's do router dot module. I think that. So it will be router module dot 4 child, and it does accept route of type routes. Okay, so thanks again, Yassine. Do appreciate, man. Import customer. Yeah, that's it. Yep. Path consumer. Ah, you're right. Yep, you're right. I forget to add the path. So here, where? Here, the path must be in the up routing. I have to add this. Oh, I already done that, but I'll be using your code. Thank you again. And I'll be loading the children, except this. This loaded children seems to be not okay with my syntax. What is the error? The type void is not assignable to type loaded children. Type void is assignable to type loaded children callback. So am I not doing a callback there? What? Lazy loading. Let me pick this. This. Except he cannot find, which is right. So remove all this. Where am I now? I'm an up modules. So I have to go to lazy loaded slash come on, lazy loaded, then I'll be having that module. So let's see if that is okay. Except here they said that in the lazy loaded we have we have a problem which is common. Ah yeah, forget the colon. Okay, seems fair. Okay, let's try with the slash customers and just make sure that everything, change the customer with your name on the new module. change customers with your name. Look at var component is false. We set load children var not component. I did not get that, man. So you said that in the up routing, look at var component is false. We set loaded children var not component. Load children. Yeah, you're right. I think I'm watching your command from the future, so this is why I'm kind of a bit confused. So let's test this out. Normally, if I do /customers, well, that show nothing. Wait, so I'm expecting to have customers. Okay, I'll call you in a time, man. Just give me a second here. So I'm doing lazy loaded and weather path component custom component. Then it should work. This should work because there is no error. Oh, have to remove that. Yes. Ha. Except cannot match any routes with segment customer. Shit. Customer. Component customer. What's going on here? What's the matter? I did export. Running for Charlie is okay. Then what? Customer. Loaded children. And the path is here. Look at. Well. Lazy loaded. This is frustrating. Lazy loaded. I create this lazy loaded and I'm having the routes inside. Come on. What's wrong? He said that customers does not need that. Wait a second. I never trust. Try to restore the server. This can solve the problem here. Okay, customers, and it's work. Screw that. That working. Oh damn, that was simply a cache. That I can feel myself happy. Now if I do refresh, I will only see this component using the new trendy fancy syntax of loading using I don't know what even that called. Custom work. No, should not be showing custom work. Oh, this is search. So in the search we have whatever. It feels like it's buggy. So what is the syntax is called? Setup and up. Lazy loading feature, high level view. Create new feature. Does it have any new name or something? Loading user in a row function. Okay, seems fair. Okay, so I do remember now how to do lazy loading and how to lazy load using routes or route using lazy loading. What else? Forms. I'd like really to to get back in forms because I think I still have it. So where is the custom component? Let me close the other ones. So reactive forms. Do we have forms here? Formulaire. Directives, types. Okay, template and reactive forms is much more quicker. Form. Boom. Okay. New form control. Export book new form control. There is a 3 type of lazy loading. Okay. How is that, man? Can you tell me? Tell us, all of us. Type of lazy loading. Just using that dash to. Gonna start on Angular 7, so AV and all the new stuff gonna miss me or miss it. Okay, so where is the forms here? Forms, reactive forms. So we have an app module. We have to load the reactive form inside my lazy loaded module. So it'd be inside the import. And oh, it's not working. It's part of this. Let's import it manually. Okay, that worked now. Well, I feel like VS Code is really performing as it was before. So we did import that. Now go to what? So this component back to here. Let's define name, new form control. That's then what can I do with that later? If I do this, what this will look like. So moving back here and let's go to custom. By inspecting, I try to remember what kind of things going on here. So we have ng input with ng. Is that directive? Not accepted link to show you. Okay. Anyway, okay, no problem. Let's search for that. Angular lazy loading. You can't find this. Probably can find these 3 type. Let me make this bigger. Come on. So lazy loading. Set up an app. Add another feature modules. Inside feature module. So this is declaration. For road, yeah, I know that. Types. Let's see other types probably. Lazy loading, eager lazy, and preloading. Okay. But the thing you're talking about is this probably. So eager loading when normally load everything in the app module, then loaded all the modules. Then where's the eager? Let me just give you this link. Okay, that worked well. Where's the other ones? He did not put titles. Loading, lazy loading, and preloading. Preloading. Let's see if I So preloading feature. So preloading feature module are loaded in the background asynchronously. In preloading modules start loading just after application start. When imported by it will be loaded eagerly just after that. Modules configured for preloading is loaded asynchronously, which are high probably. Let's see the syntax. So we have router module for root. Does it seems like the same one here? Let me just where is it? App module. Oh, it's the same except we to configure preloading feature module. First we need to configure from lazy loading and then on of component. Yeah, for sure, man. This optimize and don't have like a big bundle. Okay, so I'll leave this link in the description because I know this, but I never tried this out. I never used it. I never tried that. Actually, I was always using the lazy loading. So okay, again, really to give you a gift. So I will send from there. There is what I'm doing, and I will give you a coupon for any code. So go ahead. So let me just send the link. Okay, where is the chat? So this is the link to my website courses. Just go ahead and pick one of the courses, or two or three or all of them, and I'll give you a coupon on that that you can get access to them for free. Yeah, because you spent your time with me for 1 hour, and I'm kind of hitting the wall every time, and you still are watching me, which is really encouraging. Okay, so we said that I'm going to try to create a form, a reactive form, and that seems to be working. Okay, so this is the form, and let's see now, how can I get control? Okay, I think we can do something like form control. Not sure. Oh, that crash. Yeah, it's name. Or it's capital M. No, it's a name. They said here that, ouch, double. So it's an object, so I think it contains text or valid. Is it valid? Yeah, I don't. True, it's a true. Also, there is come on, remember, come on, brain, pristine. That. Okay. I think I screwed up things here. Still false. Okay. Nice, very nice. So it's pretty simple. Whoa. Okay, thank you so much. Go ahead, man. You deserve it. Go ahead and pick one of the courses, or all of them. Form a group instance. Okay, here is the funny part. New form group, and you create a lot. And the form control name will profile equals to new form group, and that should be okay, except that it must have object of controls, so sub by name and new. How to do these things. Yep. Label some properties like it's required or not. Okay, good. Oh, good, good, very good, very good. Pretty amazing. You know. Forms we can. Okay, let me pick this form group name. Thank you for your time. Form group name, so we must have a street. Let's create city. Can I duplicate this? Ooh, I think I would form control. City, street, no. Form group. Does it work okay? Example. Example, do this. Tractor. Yes, you really helped me a lot, man. Thank you. My memory started to get refreshed. I think I can set type here. Type dot, I think form or forms, something like that. Form control dot. Example, this private FB form builder on the and the constructor like that will be fine. And okay. FB I can dot array dot group dot. Let's jump into this. It have const a collection of child. It has group dot take control config form state any. Wow. Very cool. Very nice actually. Refresh my memory here. So here, let's see if I can define the type of this. I think it was like this type. So it's validator. So it's accept an array. So this is a form group. I think here validators dot and oh, that crash. Okay, how long I've been doing this shit? 1 hour 20 minutes. I'm stoned. So thank you for watching. Thank you, Yassine. Really appreciate your time, man. Thank you for everybody who will be watching this later. As I said, Yassine, go ahead and please pick one of the courses, and I'll give you a free coupon to it. Wow, how things gone fast, and it's really hard to stay at the top level of your work, of your knowledge, or whatever it's called. So now I'm focusing on Java, and it turns out that I missed a lot of things on Angular and in Symfony, and it's really big, hard mission to stay up to date with all these things. The solution here is to organize your time, and it's almost impossible to stay up in these weirdo days. So I left Angular when it was 7. It was like 6-7 months ago. I'm talking about 6 months ago, and yeah, there you go. So it's 9.7, and they flying away. So again, thank you. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. If you like this live stream, support me by leaving a good comment. What else? Stay people's hands. Don't give kisses and all this freaking coronavirus. Thank you for watching. Do appreciate your time, all of you. Thank you, and see you in another topic and another video. Peace.